What's up, guys? So the calm before the storm, Archeage Unchained launches in a matter of hours now for the EU region, and a few more following that for North America. So let's drop it on Krolin to see what he's talking about on Twitter, because this is where we're getting the latest updates. As you can see, Krolin is very, very active, and you can send him a message, and he generally responds to most messages. He's been insanely transparent and open with the community. So, I'll take a look here. Some of the big stuff is they're always working on communication, obviously. Previous game, there's a grace period. We're not confident in our current solution, but it is a top issue at the moment. So if you click on it, you can see what he's replying to. And this is a disconnect grace period. So this does not bode very well. That does not look like to be a grace period if you disconnect in the queue or if you are maybe in-game. Don't know exactly what he's talking about, because I believe there was a grace period if you disconnected while you were in game, but again, don't know. This is a deep priority, top priority over the last weeks. Hopefully action soon. We'll see how this goes. This could be really, really bad if there's no grace period for disconnects if you're in game or in the queue, and then you get disconnected. They did say that if you did delete your name and then you try to recreate your character, the name will likely be blacklisted. This was originally put in place to prevent folks with a compromised account from being impersonated and the bad actor receiving mail items unknowingly. Obviously not related to a new server in place. So yep, you can see talking about that. So unfortunately, the names that you have reserved, if you wanted to change different factions, you're most likely not going to be able to reserve that name for a certain period of time again. It will be on the blacklist. Guild caps, still in talks about increasing it. No confirmation yet. They did say that the mods will be available to use, and they do not collide with easy anti-cheat. So the FOV mod and the Korean font mod. So this is a really, really big change. So FOV mod definitely gives players a huge advantage if you're using it. So most people are definitely going to be needing to use the FOV mod now to stay competitive in PvP environments. They said there's tons of support tickets. Unfortunately, they wanted, to have some kind of upgrade system for founders that were upgrading, and that's what this message is talking about. And support is obviously swamped right now, and it's only going to get worse. Tomorrow, support will be even worse. So you're going to have long queues in the support phase if you need any support. So don't expect to get support anytime soon from them, because they are swamped. Launch queues will absolutely occur, given our best effort to moderate character distribution even current serves. So my question was, will we see like a 12-hour launch queue? He did not fully answer that. But the big question I did pose was, when are we seeing the fourth server? And his response was, we're prepping to add additional servers as required to support impressive turnout we've seen so far. The big note here is servers with a plural S. So yeah, and they also said we're going to offer name reservation for founders prior to officially releasing a new server, and we will announce all of it within a reasonable notice. So my question was if they're still going to give us a one-day notice for name reservation on the new servers. Again, skirted around the issue, did not give us a solid answer, but new servers are coming. That is huge. So there will be new servers for North America, EU, depending on how popular everything goes. But yes, there is new servers on their way. I don't know why they're not releasing a fourth server right now before the launch, which would be ideal for me, for like a lot of people, not necessarily for me, but like ideal, because that's going to alleviate the queues on some of the servers. Unfortunately, most players have already created their 2 characters, so they will not be able to play on said new server. But anyone that is trying to play the game or trying to jump into Archeage Unchained is not going to be able to play. Like, I think right now you can't even buy a Founders Pack. I think the Founder Pack's cutoff has already ended. So, yeah, they're like, you can't buy a Founders Pack, you can't jump into the game, but there's going to be new players that want to jump in the game on launch day tomorrow, and they're not going to be able to jump into a game because there's no servers available for them. And if they're going to give us time for name reservations, like, they should release the 4th server now so founders can actually get name reservations on that server, and the server can be live tomorrow for all the new players that are looking to jump into the game. Does not make sense to me. I don't know why that they don't release the 4th server today. No idea. Mind blown on that. They said, I regret we couldn't have a large window for character reservation for some servers. I know it's inconvenient. A lot of people locked some worlds very quickly. There will be additional availability to create during and following official release. So they are going to open up the servers again. You're going to have more shots at getting in there, but they are keeping the eye on the server populations, and they don't want one faction to outweigh the other, so forth and so forth. They don't want the queues to be like insane as well. Characters are separate in ways you should describe. If possible, does creating an alt tune on the same server overwrite your initial name reservation, or created an alt for West, Main, East, and my main has 0 level, and my alt has level 1 in the description box. I'm just a little unsure if I should delete alt or not. Yeah. So, yeah, again, if you have any questions, send them over to Crolin at Crolin on Twitter. And it's mainly just server issues. Launch time 10 a.m. for EU, 10 a.m. for NA. Let's see what he's responding to. This is a really cool. It kind of looks like this. Is this all the moving parts that is going on in Archeage behind the scenes right now? Hey, would it be possible to get behind 6 and look at Archeage? I'm very curious how the game looks like in the background. Yep, very cool, very cool. Alright, and so if you want to read more on Crolin's Twitter, very, very simple. Go to @Crolin, twitter.com, and then go down here to tweets and replies. You can see all the things. You definitely can tweet at him. So click on the follow and then tweet at him and send him, comments. He's definitely going to be swamped, so he may not get back to you anymore. But yes, a lot of information, a lot of updates, and fingers crossed that we can actually play tomorrow for the launch of Archeage Unchained.